Most people know that feeling when you get to the top of the single flight of stairs and you're out of breath. And everybody's probably experienced that feeling at one point or another when your pants don't buckle up, right? Or how about that lack of confidence at the beach? Maybe it was a heart attack that almost left a family without a father. Maybe you knew the man, or maybe you were the father. Our lifestyle impacts our health. Our lifestyle is impacted by our health every day. And we've all heard that obesity is not healthy. Obesity has been proven to increase the likelihood of heart disease and diabetes, among other health complications. The key to combating obesity, or simply preventing it, is in the day-to-day things that we do throughout our lives, the changes we can make, our lifestyle. Healthy habits go a long way. Today I want to tell you a little bit about obesity, some background information, its effect on our health, and a few ways to combat it or prevent it. And I know what you're thinking. Why is the skinny white kid telling me this? He's not obese. And you're right. I've never been obese. I haven't even been overweight. But in high school I did start to gain weight. But I wanted to make a change. And I didn't want to let it get out of hand. I'm 6'1", and I weigh 170 pounds. I have a body fat percentage of 9.78. I researched several databases like Academic Search Premier, SIRS Issue Researcher, Issues and Controversy, CQ Researcher, and I looked up several websites like NPR.org. Now that I've got that out of the way, I first want to discuss some background information on obesity. It is determined by the body mass index, or BMI, of the person. Body mass index is calculated by dividing a person's weight in kilograms by the square of his or her height. And a healthy body mass index is 19 to 24. If you're 25 to 29, then you're considered overweight, and if you're over 30, you're obese. Now I have a BMI of 22, so don't freak out because it doesn't really factor in muscle. It doesn't even factor in body frame. In the 80s and 90s, the number of obese adults doubled, and it tripled in children. In 2012, more than 78 million adults were obese, and 12 million children were considered obese. And all the facts I've just mentioned were from NPR.org. 25% of children today from ages 2 to 5 are obese. And that's from the Issues and Controversies website. The SIRS website, SIRS researcher told me that it was the leading cause of preventable death in Americans. So now we know some background information. Obesity does have like really big impact on our health. And I mentioned that SIRS website said that it is the leading cause of preventable death. And I say it twice for a reason, because it says it's preventable. That means we can do something about it. It's not AIDS. There's a cure for it. It's called a lifestyle change. And obesity is associated with increased risk of chronic diseases, including type 2 diabetes, hypertension, stroke, heart disease, and certain cancers. That was from Academic Search Premier. It's also the cause of high blood pressure and sleep apnea. That was from NPR.org. At least 300,000 people die per year from obesity-related diseases. That was CQ researchers. So that means that it can be anything. That was diabetes. It's all linked back to obesity. So you can make a difference. So are you listening yet? Because I'm about to give you some tips to maybe help prevent obesity or combat it. And there's a lot of different ways to prevent it. The first one will tell you that the body accumulates fat, and the body accumulates fat when the body has extra energy. And that energy is stored in the form of calories. So if you have excess calories, that's going to be stored as fat. To decrease fat, you can, of course, diet, which several, Atkins. You can diet, there's exercise, which is increasing your activity levels, or you can do both. So just imagine 30 minutes a day of moderate exercise. That could just be just walking, just doing something out of the ordinary that your body is not used to. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and you would see a difference. Or you could go diet, eat whole wheat, fruits, vegetables, cut the junk foods out, the ice cream, and excess fats. And that's just a few of the ways to help prevent it. Because you can look at a bag of chips or a Big Mac versus an apple or baked chicken and see the calorie difference. And in conclusion, how we treat our bodies now will affect the way we live years from now. You can make a difference. Thousands of people decide to do that every year. We've all watched Biggest Loser. That's a big example. Don't become another statistic. Don't become the father who left his family when they needed him. Make a change. Make a difference in your life or someone else's to help prevent obesity. I've told you a few of the ways to lose weight, but as the saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. I've told you a few of these ways, but I can't make you do anything with it. I just hope that when you leave, you can carry a little bit of knowledge and maybe it will make you consider living a better lifestyle.